The landscape of personal computing is changing faster than ever. And at the heart of this revolution sits one device that has consistently bridged the gap between a smartphone and a laptop. For over a decade, the standard iPad has been the entry point for millions. The student's notebook, the traveler's cinema, and the child's first window into the digital world. But as we step into 2026, the stakes have been raised. With the sudden explosion of artificial intelligence and the demand for more power in more affordable packages, Apple is standing at a crossroads. The rumor mill is on fire, the supply chain leaks are pouring in, and today, we are pulling back the curtain on the most anticipated budget tablet of the decade. Welcome to the era of the iPad 12th generation. This isn't just a minor refresh. It is a fundamental shift in what an entry-level device can achieve. If you've been holding on to an older iPad, waiting for the right moment to upgrade, your patience is about to be rewarded in a massive way. For years, the base model iPad felt like it was living in the shadow of the iPad Air and the iPad Pro. It had the older chips, the dated designs, and it was always just one step behind the cutting edge. But the iPad 12 is rumored to break that cycle. Apple knows that in 2026, good enough is no longer good enough. The competition from high-end Android tablets is getting fierce, and the push for Apple Intelligence, their suite of AI features, means that even the most affordable iPad needs to be a powerhouse. This year, the gap between the Air and the base model is narrowing, and that is incredible news for your wallet. Let's talk about the engine under the hood. For a long time, the base iPad used chips that were 2 or even 3 generations old, but the 12th gen is expected to take a giant leap forward. The most reliable leaks suggest we are moving from the A16 Bionic straight to the A18, or potentially even a variant of the A19. Why does this matter? Because of one phrase, Apple Intelligence. To run complex AI tasks, like real-time language translation, advanced photo editing, and the new smarter Siri, you need serious processing power and, more importantly, more RAM. Rumors indicate that Apple is finally bumping the base RAM from 6 GB to a solid 8 GB. This isn't just a spec boost, it's a longevity play. An 8 GB iPad with an A18 chip is a device that will remain fast and capable for the next 5 to 6 years. It's the death of lag on the budget iPad. But what about what you actually see? The display is where we spend all our time. While we don't expect Apple to jump to OLED for the base model, they have to keep the Pro model special. After all, there is a huge buzz about a laminated display. If you've used the current 10th or 11th gen iPad, you might notice a tiny air gap between the glass you touch and the actual screen. It's subtle, but it's there. The iPad 12 might finally eliminate that gap. This would make the screen feel more immersive, like you're actually touching the pixels. It makes the Apple Pencil experience feel more natural, more like pen on paper. Speaking of the Apple Pencil, there's a strong possibility that the iPad 12 will fully support the Apple Pencil Pro features. Imagine having barrel roll and haptic feedback on a tablet that costs less than half the price of a Pro. That is a game changer for digital artists and students alike. Now let's look at the design. Apple hit a home run with the redesign of the iPad 10, moving to the flat edge look and USB-C. The iPad 12 will refine this even further. We're hearing whispers of even slimmer